If you've clicked on this video instead of just reading a bit more, then you definitely need to watch this video till the end. Because I'm telling you, you can click off right now and grab a book instead. It's just that simple. Reading more is not about having a perfect year of reading 50 books. It's more about using these tiny pockets of time you watch these videos and read as many pages as you can or as many words as you can. You don't need to read an entire book in one sitting. If you can manage to read 50 pages daily, then you're set for life. And you might hear 50 pages and lose all freaking senses. But did you know that on average, it only takes 2 hours to read 50 pages of a book? Isn't that just wild? Just 2 hours, an amount that we're already wasting in our days. But it might not be as easy to adopt this mindset. See, what you need to train your mind to do is to shift your attention from a yearly perspective to just daily windows, and even better, moment by moment perspectives. In each moment, ask yourself, can I replace this with reading? And if you consciously ask yourself this, you'll end up replacing all the unnecessary activities like scrolling on your phone or binge watching stupid shows or latching onto meaningless conversations into reading. And it doesn't have to be reading books. It can be reading articles around the subject you're interested in. It can be reading an intro to a book and deciding that it's not your cup of joe. At this stage, I don't care if you read the stupid joke section of the Reader's Digest magazine. It just needs to be words on a page. You could be reading Pinterest posts for all I care. The whole aim here is turning your attention from visuals and intense stimuli to those seemingly tedious letters. It's about transitioning the brain's preference. Because we all know that our brain works very plainly. It just craves whatever we constantly feed it. It's just the transition of diet that feels the most difficult. But once you're past it, it takes banging your head against the wall to stop you from choosing reading over anything else. Once you feel the sense of superiority from reading, you will never feel satisfied with the inferior feeling those distractions would give you. So this stage is the one you need to pay the most attention to. You must make this period as frictionless as you can make it, because the moment you stir up any friction, you're more likely to roll down the hill than soar up to the top. And how you make this go smooth is fairly simple, but a little bit counterintuitive. You just have to pretend like you're not committing to reading. It's like the best way to escape the attack is to pretend to be dead sort of scenario. Just don't cause the distracted side of your brain to go nuts seeing you ignoring it. Just tell yourself it's something you're doing only at this moment. Like I said, you don't just wake up one day and pick up War and Peace and decide to become a voracious reader after a decade of distraction and phone addiction. No. You just go on your phone like always. And instead of scrolling on Instagram, you choose to scroll on the newsletters you've received in your mail. Or you can scroll the article section of Google. Just treat it like nothing's changed. Signal your brain you're still scrolling. Listen to me. As long as your brain thinks it's doing the same old stuff, there will be no friction and there will be no backfire. Everything will be fine. You just need to play dead. As long as your brain is not aware of this transition, we're all just gonna be fine. It's like when you want to hijack the plane, you don't just straight up go to the pilot and tell him that. No, you do it in furtive ways, like everything's going the same old way. And days have to go by when you just go on your phone and read. Your phone-addicted brain will still be satisfied, but you're just changing the activity that you do on your phone. Soon your brain will also get addicted to reading on the phone, and all the trouble will be over. But we have to repeat this over and over so that the first instinct we have when we look at the phone is to read. The whole device will turn into a digital book. Another way of reducing the friction of adopting the reading habit is to read the book of your favorite show or movie. And I know that this sounds a bit redundant and almost backward, but it's so much better than rewatching the movie. And it makes reading so much easier. And that can motivate you to read even more, because most of the time it's just the fact that we think we're not going to understand or we think it's difficult that demotivates us and makes us never actually try to read in the first place. And something else that has the same kind of foundation is to read about the author and figure out who is the favorite author of that author, and then read so many other books from that specific author. And like, instead of getting recommendation from random people, you have like this chain of authors that you go through because they have been recommended by the previous author that you've read the work of. The point in all of this is finding an anchor, just linking them to something you're already familiar with and interested in, and that's how you make the habit stick. And that's how our brain works. It's just simple. You're finding the critical spot in the center of the core of the wall of resistance and then cracking the whole wall down as easily as hitting on the nail. And that's how physics and philosophy and psychology are all just related, because there are so many principles in this world that works in every field, and we just have to look for it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I can talk to you next time. But my advice would be choose to read instead. But no, actually, my videos are so much better than books. Really. Just watch my videos and read books. Don't watch any other videos. Sorry for all this. Just bye. Just get out of here. Just go read.